Okay. Get this set up right here. Welcome, everyone, to the Coalition of Friends YouTube channel. My name is Garrett, and I just saw Spider-Man Far From Home, and I'm going to talk about it. This is the Spider-Man Far From Home review in 15 minutes or less. Let's go. You just saw me hit my head, and I'm not gonna cut that out because I don't edit these, so that's your problem. I did see this at 4 p.m. because I wanted to have one, I don't know. I saw it. Anyways, let's get to the movie. Spoiler free. Let me first say, don't watch this if you haven't seen the movie. Even me saying anything is a spoiler, really. So I'm gonna be spoiler free, which then gives you thoughts about how the movie is, but let's get past that. I very much enjoyed this. This was I would say Endgame would have been the perfect way to end Phase 3, but this being what it is, I enjoyed it thoroughly. It marks a good spot to end Phase 3, I think. Like finishes storylines from things from before. The acting is fantastic. Tom Holland, Zendaya, Jake Gyllenhaal, everyone else, and there's a lot of people walking past me, and they're looking at the camera, which is very rude. So I'm just gonna keep talking because this is awkward, and they're looking in the Jake Gyllenhaal, fantastic. He has a lot of charisma in what he does. He's very good. I think he gave this role as Mysterio what it deserved. He didn't he didn't just show up and not care or whatever. As a whole, the writing is fantastic. Visually, this is stunning. I think past Doctor Strange, this is one of the most stunning movies in the MCU. Like you can say Endgame had very stunning visuals, but this was really good. I really much enjoyed this. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna get that. And now there's gonna be other people's voice in this video, and I'm not cutting it out. They're not getting it cut out. Oh well, that's just what happens. Zendaya was fantastic. The score by Michael Giacchino, still very good. And it was good. I really enjoyed it. Maybe like a 9 out of 10. Like a good 9 out of 10. Critically, the first maybe act's humor really wasn't there. There were some funny moments, but a lot of jokes didn't land, for me at least. A lot of people in the audience too just didn't work. Once stuff starts happening, it kicks in. It's a little slow at the beginning just because we're not getting really any action. A lot of stuff that was in the trailers wasn't in this movie. Like, there wasn't stuff in this movie. I guess that could have been... Maybe that... I have to see... I didn't see Endgame a second time when they re-released it, so maybe the stuff that happens in the... When he's like, oh, I'm going on vacation after he beats people up in the Iron Spider suit, maybe that's what they show. I'll do some research on that. But, now let's get into some spoiler talk. Again, don't watch this. Turn it off. I'm going into spoilers. Go away if you haven't seen it yet and you don't want to be spoiled. There's a lot of stuff I can talk about first. What I'm going to say first is... Mysterio's plan, using all of the technology that he did, and all the people that are following him, going back to stuff that's happened in the Iron Man movies, or Captain America Civil War is really, I think that's very good, keeping what we have in the universe in universe. There wasn't a lot of introducing new characters. I mean, there is a fair bit. I like it that the villain is someone we've seen before in Mysterio sense. These kids are gonna be assholes. Let's see. They're not. But, yeah. And they're all trying to get revenge on Tony Stark and then become the heroes that the Earth needs. But I think he's just looking for recognition, notoriety, fame, because it's an illusion. It's all technology. So if a real threat happens, Mysterio can't do anything about it. So I see the fault there. I also think that when he's giving his the plot, when he's doing his big speech in front of the people, and it's just a plot dump. It's whatever the word is. I think that was just too much. I think it was just a lot of just words. It was good. It's a great monologue. I enjoyed it a lot. But it also cut back to stuff in previous movies for us to understand things, which is okay. It's fine. I'm okay with that. Peter Parker's journey in this, still, Tom Holland is a great Peter Parker, and Spider-Man, I think, is the best one. I like it. I really enjoyed Peter Parker in this movie. I like that he's still dealing with the trauma of losing his mentor, and the whole world is like, well, we need a new one. We need someone to replace him. And Peter Parker, knowing that Iron Man was his mentor, is like, everyone, I have to think it's me, and it falls to me to do it, and so on. And that's okay. That's his beginning journey. Jon Favreau was my favorite part in this movie. Happy was so funny. And he just wants to have a break. He just got into space, dusted, disappeared for 5 years, came back, fought in a huge fight, saw his mentor die because he snaps and made Thanos and everyone else dust away. Spoilers for Endgame. It's been out since April. You should have seen it already. Why would you see that before seeing Spider-Man? That ruins it. And I think that his arc in this to becoming okay with not needing that, not having to be the next Iron Man, is fine. It's very good. It's a good middle movie, and will be a great Spider-Man trilogy. Especially if they keep writing villains the way they're writing them. They're great. They're so good. It's a very good movie. Next thing. Ned falls a bit behind in this movie. He's not as important in the first one, which is okay. This is really more of a Peter story. I like the romance stuff, the teenage romance. It's like, I feel, even though the first movie is a coming of age, this is also feel like a coming of age, even though he came of age in the movie. But I guess this is his next step in the coming of age. I don't know. Maybe this is a coming of age trilogy, which is still good. I think that's okay. The way that everyone's still in high school is that because so all the main characters dusted. The main characters that are important. They all dusted in the blip. I like the name The Blip. The Blip is a very funny name for it. And which brings us new characters. Brad's a dick. Fury's a bit of a dick. But then I realized it's not Fury, and in the end credit scene, it's fucking Talos. And I'm like, okay, so Fury and Maria Hill were not Fury and Maria Hill the entire movie. And then I'm like, what the fuck? They're totally setting up Skrull. Okay, but are there evil Skrulls in this universe? Are there evil Skrulls? There has to be. They have to set up Secret Wars. In the sense that Fury and Maria Hill were not them the entire movie. God damn, that really pissed me off when I found that out. I was so angry, and Fury's just like sitting on the boat. I thought he was in like, it could have been the same island that Coulson is in. That would have been really funny if it was. But then he's on a ship in space with all the Skrulls. Why is he in space? And then, I don't know if anyone else caught this. Someone please tell me. The credits going by and it goes saying who the trademark is. I saw Nova. Was Nova in this movie? Or is there a tiny Easter egg in the spaceship? Because when I saw that, I was like, wait, is the end credit scene Nova? But it wasn't. We got J. Jonah Jameson in this movie for the dailybugle.net, which is okay. It's kind of funny. I don't know the actor's name. I think it's the guy that does the We've Seen It, the We Are Farmers ads. I think it's that guy, which is very, I don't know if it's true. I'm gonna Google, because I filmed these right after getting out of the theater. And now everyone knows that Peter Parker is Peter Parker. And I feel like every movie ending with what the fuck is very funny. Even though they could give us a fuck. We can have a fuck. We can have a fuck in a PG-13 movie, and they won't give us that. Marissa Tomei's got cut off at the end. Peter gets cut off at the end of this movie. And then Happy and Aunt May are getting together, which, like, lucky ass Jon Favreau. Lucky Jon Favreau. That's a good addition. And then I think that again, the visuals when the whole thing in Berlin is happening, that was so stressful to watch. Just Peter getting his ass whooped by all the illusion stuff. And then the Peter tingles at the very end in London when they're figuring stuff out. I love it being in Europe. If you don't know, I lived in Germany for 4 years. My dad was in the Air Force, so I lived in Kaiserslautern. I got to visit most of the places. I have not been to Prague. I've been in the Netherlands, but like that was in like the good places in the Netherlands. I've been to Berlin. I've been to London, and it was just nice seeing the places as someone who is a teenager, a younger age, be in places and like see the wonders that these things are. I enjoyed that. It was a very fish out of water thing, which I went through. I mean, younger than Peter Parker and all the characters are, but I still went through that. So I connected with them, seeing all these places, going to Venice, being like, oh, everything floods in Venice, and it's like, yeah, everything floods in Venice. I just really dug this movie. I don't think cohesively it holds up as the first one. I think Michael Keaton as the Vulture is still a better villain. We get but I mean, twists are twists, and twists got me this movie. I was thoroughly surprised that it was what it was. Not having been spoiled or anything. I try not to do that. I do watch the trailers, because I'm a sucker for trailers. I want to edit trailers as a job, and I dug it. So if you like this review, give it a like. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button, hit those bell notifications so you can see when I go see new movies and things. And I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you for watching this. Bye-bye.